Welcome to Date Night Podcast.
A tabletop role-playing game podcast set in the homebrew world of Volyanaya.
Let's explore a whole new world together.
All of you made it to the end of the really sketchy rope bridge, and that was where we left off. There was a curve that went down and around, and then sticking out, almost having to turn back around like 270 degrees. Another small passage that turns up, and you can't see what's down either of them, kind of because of the way things curve. What would you like to do?
Throw a grenade, but since I can't do that,
I would like to go look at one of the prisoner cages.
All right, you want to go back and peek down? Well, you're not far.
Well, can I get
Sure.
to those through the whatever? The way
They are
down?
kind of below the rope bridge.
I would like, are there a lot of people moving there? How many people are there, would you say? Are we thinking like 10 or like 100?
It's closer to 10. It's maybe dozen, maybe 20.
do we see the Baron? I want to say.
General?
I think it would be
Do-
pretty hard to tell.
We wouldn't know. Do we see anyone in
Target?
fancy lad clothes?
Well, he was the general, so.
Nobody in...
Military
in,
dress?
Pretty much everybody who's in here is wearing...
Rags.
Nothing.
No, I mean, they're wearing like
All naked.
the same clothes as that old military guy that you talked to. A lot of them are wearing that, and some of them might look like maybe gnomes.
Can we go up to the cage and just say, "Hey, you Baron Finnick"?
Yeah, I want to
I
get to
mean,
the
personally,
Say-
I would feel
They're
conflicted
down below you like 20 feet.
just
Oh.
letting the
From
Baron
where
loose
the
and not letting everyone
bridge
loose. If we
is,
stage
so-
some kind of prison break, we might be able to take on all these kobolds.
That's what I'm thinking too. I would like to go down there. Can I like skirsh down?
I'm really,
Skirsh?
really good with thieves' tools.
Me
I could
too.
probably unlock them.
Let's do it.
I'm only proficient. Are
So
you
what do you want to
expertise?
do? Are you going to try to climb down?
Yeah. I'll drink my brown
Who's
potion.
I'll climb.
You already drank that.
I thought you said I only drank one layer of it.
No, you drank the potion.
Oh.
Like it had. That's what the potion looked like.
Oh, I thought you said. Okay,
Like layers of
I was
strata.
assuming that it was different charges.
I'll climb.
But I'll
Shay's
climb.
climbing.
How many
Tobias
kobolds
is
are still
climbing.
up ahead, or are they? Are
Should
any
I
visible?
try and like keep an eye on things from where I can shoot stuff?
Oh wait, I said I was going to stay by the tunnel to listen. Never mind.
I don't know what's going on, so you got to tell me. Other than Shay's climbing and Tobias are climbing down. So what are you two doing?
I'm standing by the tunnel to listen.
I'll stay up here so I can keep an eye and snipe
Shoot
people.
things if I
Cool.
need to.
You roll a perception check, because that's the most immediate of these things.
I'm distracted watching them climb.
Okay. You guys climbing down the rock wall. I need you to make athletics checks, climbing checks.
20. Non-nat.
Any chance it could be an acrobatics check? Like I parkour stealthily?
Wait.
There's not a whole lot to parkour off of.
All right.
It's a 19, actually. Sorry.
It's a 5.
All right, you do slip.
Can I grab with a 19? Can I try and grab on?
No, but you can hang on. You start falling. I got to know, what side are you on of the bridge? The side with the cages or the side with the kobolds?
The side with the cages.
All right.
Because that's where we were investigating the cages.
Now you
Yeah.
can make
Yeah.
an acrobatics or athletics check as you're on your way down.
So that's going to be 23.
You take 1 point of bludgeoning damage as the top of the cage
Ooh.
is this piece of wood. You catch yourself on it, and it cracks just a little bit, but not all the way through. And you're hanging on the top of the wood cage. You're fine climbing down the wall, no problem. But when you get to the
Please
bottom,
tell me Fable didn't see that.
when you get to the bottom of the wall, you will be in one of the cages with the way you're climbing.
I would like to not be in a cage.
Then you'll be out in the room with the kobolds. So those are kind of your two choices.
Wait,
Oh.
the cages are open topped?
No.
How would he be in the cage if he climbed down the wall?
They have like a lattice. You fell
Oh.
on top of one of the pieces of wood and then slip through the top.
Oh. But I can get right back out again, can't I?
I mean, you don't have to go down into it if you don't want to. You can keep hanging on the top.
So it's not like like you would walk through a
They're like
prison and you would
this
see
big
cages
around
on.
the top. They're narrow on the sides, but they don't figure anybody's climbing 30 feet out straight up. So they're just
Oh.
like a checkerboard on the top with these open square spaces.
Okay. I want to try to swing back up on top of the cages instead of falling back
Mhm.
in.
With that 23, you can sure do
Yeah.
that. So you're on top of the cages.
Okay.
Where do you want to be?
I want to get to the front door of the cage.
Yeah, is it like a common pen or is it like individual cells?
It's weird because there are individual cells, but it almost looks like some of them are layered. Like they built a set of cages, they could put people in those. Then they built another set of cages, and they weren't all the way across. So some connect to others, and some don't, and some have doors in between them, and some of those doors are broken, and some of them are whole.
Okay. Yeah.
So if you're doing that, roll a stealth check while you're climbing.
Nat 20.
Very silent climbing, catching little stones with your tentacles as they try to clatter down onto the ground. You get down. You can see that this is a big room, and it's sort of like the kobold camp or where they sleep, but it looks like it's not exactly the fighter kobolds who are in here for the most part. You can see a couple of guys who are on guard near an entrance to this room.
By fighter kobolds, do you mean the guys with 5 hit points?
Yes. These are like, they're doing crafting and they're sleeping or eating. There are 2 exits to the room on this level, other than the 2 that attach to the rope bridge up above you. One is guarded. They're facing a tunnel, maybe the tunnel that Wick is looking down right now, absent-mindedly. And then all the way across from that, on the other side of the room from you, as far away as it could be in this room, like 50, 60 feet, is another tunnel that looks like it leaves. Maybe. It's real small, like you don't know if you could even fit through it.
I'm going to try to start unlocking cages.
All right. As you get down there and you get over to a cage where somebody is, you see one of the soldiers kind of looks up at you. Just nods.
I'm going to be with Shay as like muscle. Can I go over there or I'm
He's
confused.
inside the cages and you wanted to be outside.
Yeah, okay, I got it.
So you're
it.
kind of in the corner in front of them under the rope bridge,
Mhm.
kind of hiding.
I want to find the main door to the cages then.
All right.
Yeah, Shay's going to lower themselves down and then start to try to lockpick whatever is.
Just make a Thieves' Tools Dexterity plus Proficiency check.
So 15 plus 4, 19, 19 plus 6, 23.
Yeah. I mean, some of these are literally like tied together,
Oh,
and you just have to cut them. And the couple that seem like they're more important with
They're
the
just tied and the prisoners are still in them?
some of them,
Okay.
but they're not like leading out. These are like the inside sort of things.
Right,
The
but I'm
main
trying to mass all the prisoners up towards the front
Right.
door if possible.
that's pretty easy because like again, the cages on the inside are not very secure. Like some people are able to move around through some of them, but where they can't, you've sort of been able to attach them if you'd like. So that again, it's still kind of a maze through there, but that's also giving you some cover.
Yeah, I want to slowly and methodically kind of start on the inside and move everybody further and further towards the one that he's at.
Okay.
And then, so that when that last lock clicks open, everybody can get out
Right.
kind of at the same time.
All right. So just you go ahead and roll a stealth check, I guess.
That's going to be, can't math. What's 3 plus 7? 11.
Okay. You seem to be able to start gathering some people. It's a couple gnomes. There's some people here who are pretty hurt, who don't seem like they can even move. There's one cage that's kind of separate from these other ones, and there's a brown kobold in it. He's got wings. He's sort of got them pulled around himself real tight. He's almost rocking in the corner. In the cage next to that, the only other separate cage is an older gentleman. Seems like he's pretty well awarded.
I'm gonna go over there.
Yeah. You go over. He sees you.
Are you Baron Fennec?
I'm Danvers Fennec.
Danvers Fennec. Okay.
He's not a baron yet.
Oh,
It's the one we're looking for. I'm not here.
Are they out of view of me now? When they went down?
Well, you were looking the other way, so yes.
Okay. So can I re-roll my perception since I was kind of sort of trying to watch them and was distracted?
No, you're watching the other hallway unless you're moving to watch something else. That's what you heard and saw.
I was hoping to re-roll my 5.
I'm gonna let you out now. Be quiet.
Okay.
Do I have to roll again?
Yeah, just to undo his door.
5, 11, 15.
Real simple locks.
15? 15.
Just pop it right open. And you kind of have to almost lift the door away to get it off. It doesn't really move because it's dug into the ground. And he slips through as you open up the door, and he kind of looks around.
And then I'm gonna look over at the brown kobold. Does it notice me?
Yeah, as you moved in and started to open the door, it looked over at you, but it's just kind of cowered again when it saw
I'm
you.
gonna look at it.
Do you speak common?
Yes.
Why are you in here?
Other kobolds don't like me.
Do you want to help me?
Help what?
Help get out?
Get out?
Yeah.
Xrat would like to get out.
Okay, I'm gonna
What's
let
his
you
name?
out.
Xrat.
X meat. X gonna give it to you.
Okay, I'm gonna let you out. Don't make any loud noises.
Xrat, be very quiet.
Okay, don't attack any of our people.
Don't attack anybody yet.
Right,
I'm not
don't
here.
attack anybody yet.
Xrat can help.
All right.
Pop his lock too.
Okay.
Pop it,
Make
lock
another
it,
check.
polka dot it.
I'm gonna pop lock and
No.
X gonna give it to you. 16.
Yeah. Easy enough.
All right. Come on.
He's very careful and looks like he's hurt, and he's kind of limping out, but he's walking out behind you.
All right. Fennec, stay with me, okay?
Okay.
We're gonna all go towards the front door.
All right. Yeah. So as you're standing there, just kind of looking around, you see kobolds moving back and forth a little bit. Looks like you see a few go to that far tunnel and just scoot around and out. And then behind you, Shay gives you a tap.
Did I see the two go down the tunnel?
Yeah.
My rock of sending. I want to whisper to Wick.
Oh, okay. Well, they went not the tunnel toward Wick, the small tunnel
Oh, never
on
mind.
the opposite end of the chamber.
Never mind that.
Okay.
I'm not going to warn you that they're going somewhere else.
I know, but
Okay.
you don't know that my roll was bad.
No, that's not why I was going to tell. Yeah.
We should probably open up this door now.
Okay, let me give it a shot.
15 again.
That's enough. This one's a little bit more complicated, but it's still something they found somewhere. And it's old and not the most secure lock, and you are able to bust it open.
Okay. So if we go out of these cages, we're basically going into the main kobold camp. Is there any discernible path that we could take to sort of stealth them back out?
The only way out of the room is that little tiny tunnel that the kobolds went through 50 feet away, completely on the other side of the camp. Or you can skirt along the wall that Toby climbed down on and go for about... The wall kind of does one of these dips out of the main
Semicircle.
part of the room and then comes back out to the hallway that's guarded by a couple of kobolds.
Or
with
Tobias
those
could
big
turn into a
shields.
giant spider and start like airlifting people out of there with his webs.
How many
Theoretically.
prisoners we got?
You have, I'd say, 15.
Feel
That's
like making
easy.
15
doable.
trips?
Sure.
Let's do some airlifting. Get to the chopper.
We should explain to everyone what's going to happen first so they don't freak out.
The elephant. He's good people, believe it or not. He's going to turn into a giant. I don't know why he's already making those noises. He's
Let's
going
see
to turn
it to
into a
turning.
giant
Oh,
spider.
yeah.
It's okay.
Sorry.
He's not going to hurt you. Just grab on.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh, I'm not great at. Oh, yes, I am pretty good at that. It's going to be 16. 3, 3, 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
We get on the spider.
Yeah. Get on the spider. He's a friend. You know what a druid is?
Would you like a tomato?
I don't know, Druid.
Tomato.
Are you the spider yet?
No, not
Okay.
not quite. I'm halfway in between.
Oh, that's
Takes
worse.
the tomato.
Fresh grown.
Yeah, there's more food once we get back outside.
Have another.
X-Red like food,
Okay.
but X-Red can fly.
Can X-Ren fly quietly?
X-Red be very quiet.
Okay, go for it.
Full spider.
So all the other prisoners start going first.
Alrighty.
I'm making behind me. I'm making a web of kind of like a ladder, as I'm like a little fun.
Okay. Something you can climb up.
Yeah,
Fair enough. Where are you bringing them up to?
the stealthiest way possible, which is probably up to the side of the bridge that we were on already.
The one where Fable is?
Yes.
Okay. So you start making this little bridge that you can just climb up. Go ahead and make a stealth check as a spider.
19 plus
That's
3.
pretty good. So easily bring a few guys up. Doesn't look like anybody's the wiser. X-Ret's gonna fly up there.
Of course.
That's a 4. So after you get a few of them up, your new little charge guy busts into one of the little cage things that was already cracked that Shay fell
I should
on.
have just left him in his damn.
And one of the
cage.
fronts of one of these almost bamboo or wood picket cages like onto the ground.
Time to go. Time to go. Time to go.
All right.
Go faster.
All right, you got about half of them up,
Mm-hmm.
and then you hear in the tunnel like the squeals of alarm, which I'm not going to do because my throat is pretty
Now
hurting.
sending stone
Can I?
to Fable.
Start picking them off.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can I see them coming?
Sure, yeah. I mean, they're coming up right where you guys are. Like you're helping them get.
If I
onto
can
the-
see them coming, I'm gonna start picking them off as soon as I can. Like once it becomes apparent that they're headed towards the sound.
Okay.
I just need to get enough time for him to
A
get the rest.
bunch, right when the alarm goes off, a bunch of these kobolds who are there working, like, and they start running away toward the little tunnel.
Attack of opportunity. No, I'm just.
They're not right next to you. So, what does come in that direction are the two with those dragon shields. They come rushing toward where the gate fell, and there's another. Is there? There's two others with them. So they're running toward you. So Fable, that's what you would see: two dudes with those dragon shields, and then two other kobolds running in. What do you want to do?
I guess whichever one's in the front.
All right. It'd probably be those shield guys.
Yeah. 15.
That just hits them.
Okay. And that's 10 points of damage.
Okay. So one arrow just over top of his shield sticks into his shoulder, and he's trying to look up and see where it came from. You want to go again?
Oh, I hope it doesn't see me. One at the other shield guy.
Okay.
That one's not going to hit.
All right. So that one just into the ground in front of the guy. What are you doing, Shay?
I'm ferrying people on the Spider-Man here,
Okay.
on the Spider Squid.
You get another one up in the round if that's what you're doing. Wick, what are you doing? You got the warning.
Can I shoot one with web?
No, you
As
do
one
your
of you carrying
job.
people.
You've got the important job.
So okay. I didn't know if I could do it while I am
You
moving.
could move one all the way up there on your turn,
Can Wick
or
help?
you can go half and throw web.
Just focus on
I'll
getting people
focus
up
on
there.
getting people up there.
So I now know that there are going to be people coming up through this tunnel.
What did you say to her?
I shouted at Fable, start picking them off.
Oh, okay. So you didn't call Wick. So you just heard Shay do that, and you see Fable behind you when you turn around, pull out her bow, and loose 2 arrows.
I'm gonna light a torch
Okay. Back around
and
to
face the tunnel.
these guys are going to rush up toward where you're getting people onto the spider. And they're just going to try to attack the soldiers who are in there are going to try to defend themselves as best they can. They don't have any weapons, but they're sort of making a line with you and trying to defend as people get up on the spider. So, see what they do first.
Can we say that I got the general up already?
Yeah,
So
we
you
would have
did
sent
him
him
first.
first.
We would have sent him up there first.
They just go and give a punch into that first guy who got the arrow into him, and he goes back and stabs, and just kills one of these prisoners. Just slumps down onto the ground.
No.
The other guy with the shield is also up there in the front, and he's going to do the same thing. Takes out 2 who were in the front guarding, one who had just punched him, the other who had missed. They drop down onto the ground. The one in the back, there's a little regular kobold who runs up. He tries to do the same thing. He does stab into one of these prisoners, but doesn't quite finish him off.
So we had 7, then you took another one that was 6, 3 just died, so there's 3 more, and then me down here.
Yeah. Then the last kobold in the back throws a scorching ray, a series of scorching rays up at the spider.
Oh.
14, 17, 8.
14 is my AC.
So that's
14,
2
17,
hits.
It's 46.
That is 13 points of damage, fire damage. It burns away a piece of your web, but you can still climb sort of up the wall. They see these guys coming, the other couple of soldiers who are still there brace to try and do something. Xret from up on top throws back at that sorcerer his own series of scorching rays. He hits twice. For 13 points of damage.
Turns out X is going to give it to you.
Silhouette up there with Fable. Just going to take her sling and launch it down at that regular kobold. And that will hit, and that will take care of that one. What are you doing right now, Shay?
Well, I've just watched 3 prisoners die right in front of me. I figure I should probably stab back at something.
Okay.
I'm going to start stabbing at the regular kobolds.
There are no more. There's 2 dragon scale kobolds left, one who's injured, and there's the one who threw Scorching Ray who's about 20 feet behind those guys. All the other kobolds in the room are running in the other direction, like they're trying to get out of the door.
Okay. How close are you?
He is probably 15 feet away and 30 feet up, dropping prisoners off.
Can I climb up the web? Like, I don't know.
Yeah,
is
you'd have
this-
to try not to get stuck in it.
What would that be? Like acrobatics?
He has
or-
that. It's like a strength check, I think, or something if you get
12.
stuck in it.
DC 12.
I suck at strength. I'm going to try to attack the one wounded shield guy in front of me then.
Okay.
That's not going to hit, but then 15 plus things. Plus 7, 22
That way hits.
for 9 damage.
Okay.
And then my bonus action attack. God damn, another 2. So that's not going to hit.
All right. That was 3 attacks?
Yep.
All right. So the one, you stab him with the dagger. He's still up. Wick, what are you doing?
Do I hear anything down the hall? Do I need a roll for that?
Yeah, you do start to hear some sounds from down in the hall as you turn around.
I pull out my flame burst, my fire water.
Okay, yeah, that's right. You lit your torch.
Yes.
Okay. You just preparing it?
Yes.
All right, back to you.
You know what? I am gonna shoot a web at non-damaged dragon shield.
Go for it.
Not 20.
All right, I'll say you'll get both of them. with the nat 20
Okay.
because they're right next to each other to get that advantage. Just stick them. So they're both restrained.
Yes.
And you can get, back down and grab the guy, but you can't get him up yet.
That's fine.
Okay. So what does that leave? 3 prisoners still?
2 now.
But he's got 1 on his back.
Right.
And
so
2 others.
Two, and then me.
Got it. Fable, what would you like to do?
Dragon shield with my bow.
All right, you have advantage because he's restrained.
Oh, that was so sad. I watched it flop from a 17 onto a 3. But my other one with my bonus is a 15.
That just hits.
Okay.
Yes.
For 6 points of damage.
Okay.
And hit him again.
All right.
That's my
Still at
other-
advantage.
Nat 20.
All right. So double your damage on that.
So roll twice.
Yeah, double your dice damage, yeah.
14.
Yeah, with that one, it strikes into him on the side, and he just falls over underneath the webs, stuck up against his companion. Does that end your turn?
Mm-hmm.
All right, Silhouette, hearing and seeing the torch light up behind, is going to run over with Wick to give her a hand and hold until anybody comes around. The guy's going to try to make an escape from the web. In 8.
Mm-mm.
That's his action, right?
Yes.
Still in the web. The
Yeah.
sorcerer is going to throw... Shoot.
Oh, there were two shields and the sorcerer down
One
there.
shield
One
left.
shield just dropped.
But when I webbed, there were 2 shields
Yes.
and the sorcerer. Okay, cool.
I'm going to throw... going to step up, try to hit you with a poison spray. Need you to make a Constitution save, I think. We'll go with that.
3.
Okay. Take 6 points of poison damage. X-Ret's going to throw a firebolt down at that same guy. You're next to him, which gives him advantage. Hits him for 7 points of fire damage. And I'll say it's your turn, Shay.
This guy's right up on me.
He's 10 feet away at a poison spray. The other guy's right next to you, but restrained in the web.
Restrained meaning he can't attack me.
He can attack at disadvantage.
Is there can I wheel around him to hit the other guy?
Yeah, you could get between the two of them.
Okay. I'm going to get between the two of them and attack the sorcerer
Okay.
for great justice. Let's see. One of them is 11 plus 7, 18
Yes.
for 5 damage.
Okay, he's
The other one
still
was... What's 9 plus 7?
enough.
Enough?
It's 16.
For 7.
All right, so with that, just the 2 daggers into him, and he spirals away onto the ground, and he's also dead.
Okay.
That leaves 1 dragon shield down by you. Up around the corner now.
Bonus action.
Yes.
I'm going to disengage and get out of melee range with the dragon shield.
Fair enough. So you back up all the way to where the spider's been coming down.
Yep.
Around the corner, 3 kobolds come crashing up the hallway. Your held action. Whoosh! All right, what does that mean?
Flame burst.
It
I
means
spend
whoosh.
a key point to use a bonus action to cause a fire water to blast out in a 15-foot cone instead of at a single creature. Creatures in the cone need to make a dexterity saving throw against my spell save DC or take damage equal to my martial arts die.
1 passes, 19. The others are really low.
Yeah, mine's 14.
So they take damage equal to your martial arts die, which is 6.
Yeah, so that toasts
Plus
2 of them
dex.
immediately.
Is it just a flat D6, or do I have to roll still?
Oh, your martial arts die. Yeah, you have to roll.
Oh.
4 plus 3, 7.
Well, there would be no plus.
No, it says martial arts die plus your dexterity modifier.
Oh, great.
my
So
bad.
you do toast 2 of them. And the other one just dodges out of the way as Silhouette takes her held action to try and smash it with her quarterstaff since you have the torch lit. First one would miss. Second one would hit. And her minimum damage kills regular kobold. So you take out those 3 with fire and a wheeling quarterstaff. It would be back to... Would it be back to Fable or you? I don't remember exactly.
I think I went after. Yeah, so
I don't remember.
Well, you go, and then Fable will be up.
I'll, I guess, take another one up.
Yeah, easy
But
enough.
here, hold on.
You can take him up, and you can get back down if you want.
It recharges.
Okay, so you got your web back.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So you're down to 2 guys,
One guy and me.
1 guy, and you.
Mm-hmm.
It was 2 just now. He took 1. Now it's 1 guy and me.
No, he just had the guy on his back.
That was
Those
2 and him. There was
Okay.
3 bodies. Now there's 2
Two-
bodies.
Correct.
Okay.
Living
that's fine.
bodies.
Fable.
Tasty bodies.
Your turn.
That's the spider voice.
Oh no.
You've got only one you can see right now. It's the dragon scale guy in the webs.
Where's the sorcerer?
He died.
Oh,
He
okay.
died.
Yeah, I guess
Should've
I'll
killed him.
attack the one who's captured.
Okay, still at advantage.
Now who's having an ethical dilemma?
25.
Yeah.
8 damage.
Okay.
And there's no one else coming, just to be clear.
They all got killed.
Okay. Another attack. This one is a 22.
Yep.
And for that one, the damage is 7.
Cool. All right, so 2 into him. He's screaming. He's trying to get out of these webs. And then you hear this rumbling.
Nope, no good. No, bad news, bad news.
Go.
And all of a sudden,
No,
somebody appears
just poof.
on the
Web.
far end of the rope bridge from you guys.
Web.
Well, we'll get back to
He
that.
hasn't described it.
Oh.
It's the BBEG web.
So we will go to this guy trying to get out. Nope. Still struggling. Just the other corpses on him. He just can't seem to move. You hear from around the corner again, as this time another streak of 3 kobolds come up. This time you don't have a held action, so it's their attack. A couple are going to attack you and Syl. That's going to miss. One's going to hit you, and one's going to definitely hit Silhouette. You take 6 points of piercing damage, Wick, and Syl takes 5. Because now there are 3 kobolds right beside you guys. Shay, what do you want to do?
I want to jump on the spider this time.
All right, gonna take the spider up.
Yep. So I guess held action until Spider Boy's in range, and then hop on.
Okay. Then X-Ret's gonna throw a firebolt at the guy in the web. That will hit for a couple points of damage. Since he didn't target the web, it doesn't burn it away.
Doesn't
right?
burn it away. Yeah.
It's just a little firebolt. Goes down and hits the dude. With that, on the far... Well, you get to go.
If I know, I'm going. If I notice that this guy who just appeared on the other side, does even the slightest bit of hostile.
First, just roll a perception check, because Fable saw him where she was, but where you are, maybe not.
Perception, that is wisdom. So that's a 6, but I do have blind sight and dark vision, so I don't know if that helps.
No, I mean, you're just too busy trying to get people up and down to really notice
And
them.
8 eyes?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
That was 1 point of
I know. I was
for
just-
6 of them, and 0 points for the other 2.
Okay, fair.
But are you just carrying Shay?
Yeah.
Shay, you get up to the top.
Okay.
About that time, the rope bridge on the far side swings slack, comes down onto the ground, leaving you guys kind of on that ledge without the bridge going across these cages. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 30. With 60 feet of dark vision, you could sort of see. It's kind of this lordly-looking guy standing on the far end of the bridge.
Human?
Malik Greycastle?
Looks human.
Is this the illegitimate Baron
That you don't know.
that I'm assuming is?
And it is Fable's turn.
Cool. I guess I would have no way of knowing if that's an enemy. I don't want to just shoot someone. So can I save my turn till
Sure.
another hostile creature makes themselves apparent?
Yep. All right. Let's go back to Syl and Wick. You got a few kobolds in front of you now. What do you want to do?
Flame burst again.
Okay. One save.
The rest die.
Horribly.
5 plus 3. 8.
Burnt to a crisp.
Yeah, they're gone. And that's just your bonus, isn't it?
Yeah.
You want to attack again?
Is there one more?
Panch.
Punch.
Sure.
Punch a punch a punch.
Panch.
That's a 15.
That hits.
4.
He's-
And
Okay.
what am I adding to my damage die just to make sure I'm
Dex.
just dex,
bonus.
nothing else?
Nope.
Okay.
But you get one more punch, technically.
7
7?
total.
Okay, that does kill him. So you
4
drop
plus
those 3.
3.
Just seeing that, Syl will start to turn around. You head back down to try to grab the last dude. The final dragon scale guy down there finally breaks free and breaks off at a run out of your area toward the exit. You also see some kobolds from the other path that was guarded, like they are hightailing it out of the chamber.
You're about to set something loose in here, right?
And when you look back after everybody after you're still panting, you and Syl are maybe facing the other way, but Fable and Shay and the prisoners who are all up at the top here look back across the bridge where you thought you saw somebody. Nobody's there.
Oh.
We still have to get out of here.
Mm-hmm.
Can you make another rope thing across to the correct side?
Can I go down, retrieve? What part of the bridge broke?
Did it
It
break
was
or did it
released
just get
from the far end of the chamber.
Can I go back down, grab it, and then go up and web stick it back together?
You could give it a try. It might
Do you
take-
have an
might take a
engineering
little while.
degree?
Huh?
Nothing.
Would it go? No, I guess people couldn't walk over a web.
No, probably not.
They could, but they'd be stuck. So we'll say you're working on that.
What would that?
It's just going to take a little bit of time.
Oh,
It's
okay.
not something you couldn't do. It's just going to take some time, climb around, figure out a way to get it with your hands, your spider
Mhm.
legs, or your mouth. and
Spiders.
Get it all hooked back
Spiders
around.
have tiny little toes.
Yeah.
Got tiny little
Have you
toes.
ever seen spider paws? They're actually kind of cute.
You
They
see,
really are.
They
Extra
are.
just starts
I don't want
twitching.
one, but
What's going on?
Folk will come back. We'll ambush, make prizes of girls and me and Spiderface. Then her will play. Her will hurt. Help Xrat find door. Find the light that burns. Xrat leave. Xrat run.
Do you know how to
I
get
think
out
he
of here? Is
means
there a
the
better way?
sun.
The other door.
and he points down to where the other kobolds were running to that little tunnel.
Can we go? Let's go.
You'd have to figure out how to
Not
get
ideal,
back down
but-
where you guys were.
Well, we're on the side that had the ramp going down, aren't
Yeah.
we?
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Are you going to run that ramp?
Yeah.
Sure.
So you take all the
Well, we ju-
people. You
Tobias is still making a
just
bridge.
go running. Toby down the ramp the
We're-
other way,
We're going this way.
and you get down toward the bottom, and you see looks like some stuff just dropped on the floor, like whatever they had. Whoever was running out of here just threw the shit on the ground and started running. Then, as you're kind of going, you get back to the main room. You see like a lot of stuff still left just in the camp, and there's that really small tunnel on the other side of the room. And Xret runs up to it, he can kind of fly. So he's kind of goes over there and slips in.
X-Rat, show us the way.
And when he slips in, you realize, like, you're going to have to move some stuff to get out of this door.
Toby, new job.
Oh, okay.
So
He
after a
says,
second,
as a giant spider.
X-Rat pops back out. He's like,
Why are you waiting?
We can't fly. Help. Start moving shit.
Granax Norrikian will be back.
Right. That's
Wait,
why we'll be
what?
back. We're trying. Help.
just trying to push some of the stones out of the way.
Or I'll push too. All 8 of my legs.
He has a natural one.
13.
Should I
13.
help? Should I help?
Can try.
Is that strength?
Yeah.
20, not nat.
All right. You're starting to make some progress in moving these things. Mostly Fable pushes one of the big stones out of the way, which buys you a little bit of room to get like into the tunnel. But then you see quickly, like, there are a few of these bottlenecks that are just like stacked around each other, like a way that the kobolds could retreat, but that people couldn't really follow them very easily because they can like burrow and scratch through these things. So you can go in here, but it's going to be real tight.
X-Rat, is there a better way?
Oh, only back the way we came, the way you came. But that is where I smell her. Her took my folk. Her kept me as
Okay,
bauble.
this is wasting time. Come on.
Make him into a boar. Make him push through or something.
I think he's out of wild shapes.
Mm-hmm.
Just say a
The
The
spider
giant
for
spider's
now.
been very utilitarian.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Except for
So
when
you
he was
guys
crawling around. Then
want to
okay,
keep
I'm gonna
pushing,
change
or
back.
what do you want to do?
So what? I'm sorry.
You guys want to keep trying to push these rocks out of the way, or
Yeah?
what do you want to
Yeah.
We have to.
do? Okay. So you can. You're slowly pushing them. And
Put
X-Rat
these
the...
prisoners to work.
Yeah, sure. So they might even move up and start doing it if you want, if you guys would rather
Are there
watch.
any especially brawny looking ones?
They look like they've been beat up pretty good. So, I mean, they are strong. They're, human soldier types. So, yeah, they might be better at it than you guys in terms of moving the rocks.
think we'll still help.
soldier? Move some rocks.
So the general goes up and starts trying to push some rocks. And the
Shay's
other guy's
tiny little
following him.
voice.
Yeah.
Like a drill sergeant.
So you guys go. You're kind of still in the main chamber.
Hey, I have a dumb question.
Yeah.
With thaumaturgy, I can cause harmless tremors on the ground. Would that help us move the rocks at all? If they were
Probably not.
unsteady.
It might try to loosen something up. You could scream
Also
at the
from the
rocks
ceiling.
while you move them. It could help.
I mean, I don't have to scream at them. I can make the ground shake.
Right. Okay. That could help.
It's a cantrip. Why not?
So you're shaking the ground. The soldiers are kind of ahead of you guys. They're pulling these things out, but then they have no place to put them, so it's almost getting like passed out, and you guys are just shoveling these things like through your legs.
I want to back in the main chamber because we're still working on the rocks in front of us. I just want to make, using minor illusion, like X-Rat, just a little X-Rat in the middle of the room.
Okay.
Just like standing around picking his nose or whatever.
Yeah. All right. I guess the whole time you're doing this, X-Rat is trying to talk to you guys like frantically as you're moving the rocks.
He's like, Granax Norrikian makes this her new lair. Keep her prizes here. Me, men, others to capture from home on surface top near Big Stone. My folk to be army, folk to fight men, but not before men fight men. To please her, to bring her prizes, to kill men, to prize men, and to keep her favorite stone, a stone to bring more prizes.
And then you just, out of almost nowhere, apparates in the side of the room, kind of where the general is pulling a stone out, and he just stops. And there's a crossbow pointed at his neck. And standing there is that same person you saw across the bridge. It's kind of obliquely beside Danvers, trying to keep him between the rest of the room and himself. And he's wearing clothes of court, a fine set of burgundy pantaloons, a ruffled white shirt, and fine gold rings and bracelets. And his thin beard is cut close, and his mustaches stick out on the side like the handguard of a long sword.
Welcome to Date Night, the tabletop role-playing podcast with me, Mike. If you want to learn more about our show,
how to get bonus content, how to listen to us, where to find the podcast, where you can see art and maps, and just generally just about everything related to the show, it's best to check out our website at d8nightpodcast.com. You can also find ways to support us there, like maybe becoming a premium listener, buying us pizza, or supporting an episode and having your very own message read. Click the sponsor tab to find out more. As always, we love you guys and appreciate your support any way you can provide it, from sharing, subscribing, just listening, or sponsoring us. Now, let's get back to the story.
Is it too late for me to use my turn that I was saving?
I did have a held action that if he did anything, whack,
Okay. You could.
web.
But you guys are also digging.
I was waiting for the next threat when I.
I'll let you roll an initiative check.
Okay.
To see.
My initiative rolls today. What's the chat like?
Mine's a 17. So
Okay, I don't beat that.
Big money, no whammies.
No way, it was a whammy.
If you want
What's
to
a
do
whammy?
anything, it'll be into the initiative order.
Okay,
So
Come on.
that's fine. That's fine.
you
Not
actually
come on,
see
you. Come on, dice.
Danvers turn over at the guy and he goes, Thomas?
This is the current Baron, isn't it?
That would be Thomas Fennig, so you maybe get that idea. So the man turns toward the rest of you. He says, when he sees you trying to use your action, basically says, no. This man's already hurt.
Well, wait. Well, what's he doing here?
It's more, what are you doing here? It appears the monastery is out looking for a new baron.
It's our job to help people. We were just trying to help him.
We got ambushed on the road by kobolds, and we had to go back to the lumber camp, and then we found this situation, and we were just trying to take care of it.
They said he was missing. We freed all the prisoners.
Yeah.
And who is the she that
No,
this thing is
no.
talking about?
I knew that the monastery was involved when I saw the way you dispensed with the stone guardians upstairs. Quite impressive. You will make interesting toys when I have the time to play.
Stone Guardians?
Those clay things? We didn't dispense with them.
No,
No, he means the guys guarding the stone.
Oh.
The kobolds guarding the stone.
we didn't do anything.
I thought
There's a whole bunch of them dead there already.
that's not how I saw it.
They were all in a big pile.
I left my pets to guard the door, and you dispensed with them quite quickly. I thought you had discovered the secret of the stone then, when this one spent a long time studying it. But when you left it and continued on, well, it was only then that I realized you must be looking for Uncle Danvers instead. I'm glad my stone is safe, and my toys as well. With Danvers, I have the matched set, and it would be a shame to break it. Your quest for this old fool? Well, it must mean that the masters of Arcas know what I am not. But I wonder if they know what I am. In any event,
Tomato baby.
it would be quite inconvenient for that news to spread when both Guilford and the Duke are finally out of the way. I had hoped to let my new pets from the other side do the work for me, mopping up Guilford and Whitestone after their morning clash. Then later, while your masters were asleep. Well, no matter. I suppose I will need to speed things up a bit and take care of the ordered row myself while my pet handles Guilford. Thank you for the inspiration on how to do that, by the way, says looking at Shay. With perhaps a disguise they are used to. And you watch as this visage of Thomas Fennig shifts into a perfect Shay.
Wasn't this guy supposed to be like an idiot?
Convincing?
Mike is mad.
Oh no.
And he goes to pull the trigger on the crossbow.
Stop him?
Yeah, everybody roll initiative.
Come on, come on.
Natural frickin' 20. 24.
Crit,
23.
8.
crit fail.
That was Sil, I guess. Huh? Nat 20 for Silhouette.
What?
So let's say the 3 right here, even though they might be slightly different with the initiative bonus, all act at once. What do you do?
B team.
Vicious sword.
Okay.
I'm just gonna try to punch the crossbow into his face
All right.
or my face.
So you go up like this, and Silhouette jumps with the quarterstaff up. Fable and Tobias getting ready in the back, pulling their weapons back out.
Someone knocks me
After
over in their
moving- well, you're
excitement to
still
go
a spider,
beat this
right?
dude.
Are
Sorry.
you still a spider?
Mm-hmm.
You just start moving in that direction. But all of you just strike out. Nothing's there. It was
Aw,
an illusion.
beans.
Double. And then stones
Everybody move.
start falling down, and the entrance above you can hear just go as it starts to seal. And as it does, you see right near the edge, about to go out of the door, the form of Shay changing almost back to Thomas Fennig, and the eyes like a lizard staring back at you. These patches of skin along its neck are green and scaled, and it laughs as all these things fall. I need everybody to make a wisdom saving throw real quick.
I want to throw darts. Shoot a bow.
13.
21.
21.
Everybody,
That was the spider?
yeah. Everybody but Shay.
No, you keep-
3.
And, well, yeah, you would keep your int and wisdom
Yeah.
and that stuff, I think.
Yeah.
Because you can still talk in that form, so theoretically.
Okay. 3. Wisdom. 9.
Okay. Everybody
Not much
except
better.
Wick and Shay are currently frightened. You see the creature turn back around, survey the room. Fable finally letting go with her arrow. You can roll to see if you hit. You wouldn't have a chance to get up there yet.
17.
I don't think that hits.
He's not wearing armor.
Just sails, dodges out of the way beside him.
What about
Dart?
if I did a web? I know I can't get up there, but
No,
could I?
well, exits, people. Exits.
You
I just want to throw a dart.
How far is the web range?
Exits.
30, 60?
You could do it at disadvantage.
He didn't shoot his uncle. We still have the uncle. Exits.
No.
Okay.
Dart?
You guys went on to the double.
You already went.
But I want to go again.
I know.
No, we're retreating.
And it just says, as it surveys the room below, in the visage of Shay, it says, "I'll be back to play, my treasures. Until then, rest assured that this face will be the last they see as the dagger does its business to your masters, one by one." And the stones, even where you guys are trying to get out in that little path, it's like crunching up tighter and tighter together. What do you do? What are you doing?
Exits. Do we see any
Leaving?
Kind of, any
I
way
don't.
out?
It's that little tunnel,
I mean, but like we have to keep moving rocks and stuff to get out of that little tunnel, right?
pretty much.
Bust ass. Do you want to die? Let's go.
Okay. You guys
Stone ascending. Warn them.
are back in your little tunnel, putting the
It's the
stones
range.
out. Stuff's falling. It's basically sealing you away now into this small tunnel.
Man, that's not good.
A few prisoners might be on the other side. They might be alive. They might be dead. The general's with you. You do hear some screaming from the other side, stones being pulled.
That stone that you gave me last time, you didn't give me any stats on it. Does it have charges? Does it have?
You can use it once and it recharges at dawn.
Damn it! I already used it to.
Yeah, you did.
Okay.
Oh, I thought you said you yelled at Fable.
Yes, that's what I meant
Well,
to
if
say.
you used
No,
the
I
stone, you used
the
it. But
stone.
dawn isn't super far away.
All right.
You don't think? You've been down here a long time.
I'm just gonna keep yelling at the rock.
Okay.
I'm trying to call Nightflower.
Siri, call Nightflower.
X-Rat, X-Rat in the tunnel is sort of showing you where there are also traps and helping you move things. People behind you are pulling stones away, and eventually they get it so that you could get back out of the tunnel that you're in, and there's more room to pull the rocks, and seems like the cave has stopped shaking. It looks like you could get out of here if you work at it for an hour or so. Just keep hauling stones. Because you can see kind of the end of where those switchbacks go and where it opens back up. So, in that amount of time, is there anything you want to do, or do you just want to keep trying to get out of here?
Just keep trying to get out.
I probably turn into Tobias again.
Okay. So eventually you make it out to where the tunnel widens, and you go to start booking it up, and X-Rat says,
No, wait, tunnel is trapped. Folk don't want anyone to follow them.
and he kind of goes up and shows you that if you put any weight more than his, like he steps on it, fine. He drops a big rock on it, this kind of spring-loaded green piece of wood comes out with like a nail on the end and smashes out. So
Do you know where all of them are?
Yes, X-Rat knows.
All right, X, give it to us.
Okay. He just starts moving up, and he's just throwing rocks onto the ground. As he's walking up the tunnel, just springing. These things are going back around his head. He's ducking out of the way. He's like, eventually gets you guys back up this spiraling tunnel, and you exit out sort of on the back side of the hill where you came into the mine. And you see the light. Well, actually, you see the light of the moon at this point, I think.
Damn it.
What time did you guys go in? You went in the afternoon, I think.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah. You see the light of the moon. And a rock. Not quite ready.
Come on. I knew I should have brought the other cable.
All right, so all told, X-Rat, the general, and 7 of the other captured soldiers and 2 gnomes make it outside with you.
Okay. Not bad.
I honestly don't know whether to consider this one a success or a failure.
What
The
is the she that you're
monastery's gonna-
talking about? What is it? Can you say her name again? Just one more time, please.
Her is Granax Norrigian, the Ancient One.
How ancient?
Hundreds and hundreds of kobolds' lives old.
So like 16 days.
Yeah.
Is she like an elf? Or what is she? Just a...
She gave the others her mark.
As he sort of scrapes his own claw across his chest, and you notice he's brown, but pretty much all the other kobolds in here were that matching kind of green color.
Is she a
What?
dragon?
Yeah,
What
we
is
saw
she?
that. But
Yes.
how did she do that?
She is the dragon,
What level dragon?
the Ancient One.
So no fighting.
Nope.
Is the
There
general
no
still around?
fighting.
Yes, he is. He says, I guess he's listening to all this. He says, what did she mean by... she's going after, it sounded like, Gilfor. He's got to be warned.
Is Gilfor the one? Gilfor's the one who's going to rebel, right?
Yes, he's the one you brought the supplies to.
Well, the monastery has to be warned too. We
The monastery has to be warned first.
But
Yeah.
aren't we closer to the camp, Gilfor's camp?
we
And
can't
can
afford to
there.
go both ways. We need to split up. Sir,
I'll
you
go.
should go
Never
with us.
split the party. Go to Gilfor's camp once the
No,
sun
we're not
rises.
splitting the
We warn
party.
them.
Send the rest of the prisoners to Gilfor's camp to warn him, and we'll take us and the general to the monastery.
How far away is the monastery?
It's like
It
a
took you a
couple
couple
days.
days.
Okay, once the sun comes up, we can use his special rock thing to warn them.
By the way, the dragonfly is only hours to the monastery.
Was she out?
Well, I mean, we're not going to beat her there because we can't fly. But
If I can get a dawn, I can call them.
Few hours till dawn, till the light burns.
can you smell dawn?
What else can you smell?
You.
Okay,
Ooh.
wait, try us. We can do this later.
You smell like blood.
That's my tomatoes. They're both red.
You also have killed so many
Are you
people
showing
today.
Uh huh.
He tries to reach for one.
Oh, here you go.
I have not eaten in many days.
Ooh.
Okay, so while Tobias is feeding him tomatoes one by one, Syl, is there any kind of sun, anything that you can do to maybe...
Recharge my rock.
You mean speed up the sunrise?
No, to recharge
Yeah,
the
I'll just
rock.
make it morning.
No, to recharge the rock.
You can do that?
I don't know. I could try. try.
Okay, we need to find some horses or something, and we need to start moving to the monastery. We can wait till sunrise if we have to, but we need to start traveling now.
Well, we have to get to Guilford's camp in order to do that. So let's go to the camp.
Why do we have to go? No, we don't have to go to the camp to do that.
Because there's no horses here.
Yes, there are. We rode horses here.
Are our horses still here?
You're on the other side of the hill. You'd have to go back and check the
I forgot
wagon
about that.
fort,
Yeah, let's
Where
go
you
back
left
and try
them.
to check the wagon for it first.
Yeah.
I believe.
Yeah.
All right, you head up over the hill, and you see the wagon fort sort of sitting there. You can also see lots of tracks of these kobolds heading off vaguely northeast, which is not sort of back to the
X,
direction
where are
of
they
the camp.
going?
They are going to fight the men for her to prize.
Okay.
Which men?
Guilford's men?
Guilford?
Yes.
Okay.
Guilford.
So,
But
let's
not until the Duke.
Not until the
not
do what?
until the what?
Monastery?
Not until the Duke attacks.
The monastery.
And Danvers Fennec goes, wait. The Duke attacks. Who?
He says, the men. The men in the field near the big rock on the surface. But we are to hold back until they are almost all slain. Then, with the help of the Harbinger, destroy the rest of the men.
I have no idea what's going on.
I don't know
right
what
now.
any of that means. You
Same.
said you spoke common. That doesn't make any sense.
Her pet from the stone.
Is her pet from the stone? Is her pet from the stone the Harbinger?
I cast
Yes.
detect thoughts.
What is it?
It's a mess.
So there's
It's tomatoes on the one hand, and on the other side, it's pure terror of this creature. You see him thinking about the size and scale of this ancient green dragon, and you see that he was there at the stone, standing beside the dragon, when she brought through the stone this creature of shadow without flesh, just lich-like, and emanating this dark energy that just after he entered the room enshrouded it in shadow and everything went black. And that's what's inside X-Rat's mind when he says the pet.
Oh.
Okay, so there's
That's
a
not-
dragon.
that's
there's
bad.
a Belrog.
we can't fight that. We can't fight an ancient dragon.
Nope, we cannot.
We need to go home. And,
Yeah?
and warn the people who
Horses?
can. Yeah.
You get back to
We
the...
need to send the rest of the prisoners back to Guilford's camp to warn them about what's coming. But we need to get ourselves and the general back to the monastery.
Yeah. No. Because there's a lot of men and this and that and all that. They're attacking Guilford's camp. They're not attacking the wagon camp.
Yes, that's what you think.
The kobolds are not attacking the wagon camp either. They're attacking Guilford's camp, but they're going to wait until the dragon and the shadow beast and all that.
Not exactly.
Okay.
But they're attacking Guilford's camp, you know that.
Okay.
X-Rat said they're actually going to hold back.
Until Baron Fennec attacks. And
No.
mostly...
Until Duke.
He said until
Lion.
the Duke attacks.
Okay.
And the Duke is
Whoever
the
the
one who
Duke
we've been
is.
waiting to rebel against, but we've been trying to be casual about it.
You don't have all the pieces because we.
Oh, I'm very clear on
we
that.
haven't done everything, so I'm trying to still
So
make
let's
this make
just
sense.
do the next thing instead of trying
But-
to put together pieces to
Are
a
the
puzzle
horses
that we
by our
don't have
wagon?
I'm
finished.
just trying to make sure we're not walking into a trap.
We
Right.
could, we
It's all a
might.
trap.
It'll be
Okay.
fine.
Make a
They're
perception check as you approach the wagon.
Wait, it's an unbeatable situation.
21.
11.
Like 9. No.
Just
Yeah.
like when you saw before,
17.
there's that old fella. Seems to be on watch, looking out of the wagon camp as you guys approach. He stands up and looks and sees that you have other guards or other soldiers with you. And he just stands up and he motions.
I cast message to him.
Okay.
Say, do you? Oh,
Where are our horses?
They're
What
still
voice was
here.
that?
that's my mental voice.
They're still here.
Get them ready for us.
Please never talk to me in my mind.
Boy, I think I peed myself.
Sigh.
You see him kind of walk back
It's from
into
the
the
Elder
center of the
Brain.
camp.
It's the voice we all talk to each other in.
But Danvers says to you all, he says, I'm not going to the monastery. I was here to support Gilfor, and he doesn't know that the Duke is coming. He thinks he has time. But if we can get to Gilfor, maybe reinforce him. He looks around at what he has at his disposal.
7 hit points.
Maybe he can survive the attack by the Duke.
Okay, well, what about our monastery that's being attacked? We came to rescue you. You're
Well,
welcome for that, by the way.
I can't get there.
Because you're
but
the...
I can get to Gilfor.
Do you even know about Baron Fennec?
I don't know what that was. That
He's
was
not
my
the real
nephew.
heir. You're the true heir to that whatever.
I'm going to give him
What
the
is
letter
this?
from the Baron's mom.
He's a tomato baby.
He's just a little tomato baby.
He's not
That's
really.
what I had written down, but I remember the very first.
Yeah, but that
mission.
wasn't about who he was. It was just a letter from his mom.
I thought it was like incriminating.
No, the tomato books were
Oh.
incriminating.
Letter back, goddamn.
This is a letter from my sister.
Nope.
I give him my copy of the tomato.
You made
Your
a copy
sister
of it.
was a hoe.
I have a
Long story
handwritten-
short,
I don't have time to read this smut right now.
You're the legitimate.
No,
heir.
you're the spark
you're the
notes.
legitimate heir. Your sister's a
What
hoe. He's not a
happened
real
to my
baron.
nephew?
He's not.
We don't know how he got like that. We thought he was the son of a servant, but it's possible that he's the son of someone else. So what happened was we were in the castle and we weren't supposed to be there, but we accidentally went there with Tobias. Well, actually, Tobias was there on purpose. We weren't supposed to be there. We got in. We read all this stuff. We stole some stuff, just a little bit. It doesn't really count as stealing if no one lives there. I don't think. Squatter's rights. So anyway, we were there and we got the thing, and he's a little tomato baby. She has I actually won't tell you what your sister's into because that seems like a bridge too far. But basically, all you need to know is she had an affair with someone, and the person that we've been calling Baron Finnick is not actually the true heir to the whatever, and he doesn't want anyone to find out that you're the true heir. And I think that covers it all.
What
And
she said.
I look around at everyone like anything to add.
X-Ret goes,
Checks out.
Shay's sitting here like putting the mental pieces together. I think that's it.
Your sister was into some weird stuff.
that also checks out.
Oh. Hey, I do have a question real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Does she really have a freckle?
No, stop.
How is that a priority right now?
I'm curious.
No.
Never mind.
We're done here.
Look, even if that's true, if what the little one and my nephew or whoever that was says is
I mean,
true, well,
he'd
there's
still
not
be
gonna
your
much
nephew, but if we
left
live in
to
a
be Baron of, is there?
No, but the title itself, I've been led to believe matters, and he's trying to support the Duke, and the Duke, as we all know, sucks. And so you could really help us in the rebellion. You can do more helping us than you can just throwing yourself in front of an army that you can't beat.
Go ahead and make a persuasion check.
I'm,
It was all the fast talking.
I'm playing a character who actually has a decent charisma. That's still a 4.
Can I support her?
No, I did the roll. He just says, look, let's go warn Gilfor, and I'll come with you.
Okay, let's see what happens.
Can we have horses at least so we can try and get back home to the monastery?
You see inside the camp the guys rounding up your horses.
What if we go back to the monastery and I call Gilfor first?
I thought you couldn't make it back to the monastery in time.
Wait, the dragon's going towards Gilfor, right?
No, the dragon's going to the monastery.
God, never mind.
Her
This
pet
kobold is
going
completely
toward Gilfor.
Incomprehensible.
So if you go back to the monastery, if the dragon went straight there, you probably aren't going to beat it. If you do, that's where the dragon's coming,
Right.
obviously. The other side, I think you have enough to know.
The shadow
The
craziness.
Yeah, the Duke is sneaking up on Gilfor. Gilfor thinks he has bought time by sending questions to the Duke. But the Duke is not stupid. He knows Gilfor is planning something, and he's going to try to sneak attack him in his camp with the help of the kobolds. Exrat said the kobolds are going to actually hold back and let everybody fight it out and go in with Granich Norikian's pet and sweep up what's left.
Okay. Well, we have to ride for Gilfor.
Which would mean, one of the other barons would become Duke, whether that's Fennec or not.
I don't know, guys. I have a rock, and we have horses.
Those are our assets.
We should just ride to Guilford then and warn the people with the stone unless Syl can call the sun.
I really need a good night's sleep, too.
Yeah.
Okay,
But I don't think we have time for that.
we don't.
We could hook up the wagons so that we can bring these men. Most of the horses from our camp, the kobolds got them. Maybe you could rest in the wagon.
I don't think we have time to rest.
I don't know. That I don't know. But you see the guy roll up the horses, and he's got them inside the wagon fort up there.
Thank you.
So you guys head up the rest of the way into the actual fort. You see there's a few soldiers there who come out and greet their companions, and basically after seeing who's still alive and who isn't, look like they go over and ask for instructions from the general. Seems like they're still in his command. But all the gnomes are gone. There's no gnomes in the camp.
Okay, we know that gnome's up to something shady, but what are we supposed to do about it?
I think we're stretched a little too thin to worry about wisdom.
So you've gone back and forth on the plan a couple times, so what's your next step?
Do we need the general, or should the rest of us just go home?
We need the general. Right?
Okay, well,
Mm-hmm.
then I guess we're going with him to Gilfor's camp.
Why don't I go home? Turn into a fast animal? I can get there faster.
It'll still
You'll
take
be
you too many
alone.
hours. And we can't send you off alone.
If I turned into like a panther,
Why not something that flies?
I
Because
can't.
he's not level 6 yet.
Oh.
Unless I just leveled up, which narratively might be very cool.
No.
Unfortunately, I just prayed to God and he said I didn't.
Tobias, we can't afford to split up, okay? Just stay with us. We're going to have to use Shay's stone.
Syl, how's it going with the sunlight?
Working on it?
Are we are we sleeping here first, General?
Well, let's set out. You can try to sleep in the wagon if you'd like.
All right. I'll take first watch, I guess, because I have to wait for sunrise anyway.
There's a lot of people here. Just go to sleep.
Yeah, you're the one who needs the rest,
We'll
Shay.
take care of
And
it.
him.
We've been laying in that
Here.
jail all day.
Do you know
You're-
any of the monastery people?
If only you knew someone who knew the monastery
I
people.
thought we were all going to sleep.
Your stone sends,
Message. Or
No.
sending.
but it only sends to Nightflower. You could not have used it to talk to
Oh.
Fable. She has the other stone.
I thought it was just. I'm sorry.
So you did shout. You shouted
It's a
at your
sending
stone.
No,
It
no, no,
doesn't
no,
cast
no.
Message.
I
It
thought it
casts
was-
sending
The only way
to
this
the
makes
other
sense in
sending stone.
context is if Shay genuinely was so tired that they
Yep.
forgot how it worked,
Yeah.
thought
And
they used
thought
it,
you
and now
used
that
it.
they've pulled it out of their
So
pocket,
still-
they realize it's still
Did you hand it
charged.
to Sil- did you hand it to
I pull it out
Silhouette
to
see
hand
if
it
she
to
could charge
Silhouette,
it?
and then I see it's still
She goes-
glowing.
I did it.
Still, that's amazing.
Wow. Good job. Have a tomato.
Okay, so it's
You get 25 words, and she can
Sending.
reply.
Ancient dragon coming, hide.
Ask about my tomato plants.
So remember what you know before you send the message, and think about what's most relevant to send in 25 words.
Skeleton boatman seal.
Oh my brother. Oh my god.
He's counting out words silently.
So it's like a collect call, right?
We just had a baby pizza boy.
okay. So
It's a girl.
I pull the
Big green girl.
the stone up to cast the message. Ancient green dragon in disguise, heading to you now. We have the general. Warn everyone you can.
How are
It's not
the
me.
tomato plants?
It's not,
Not
me.
real me.
Sure. That's pretty good.
How are the tomato plants?
He's out of words.
Yeah, that was 25.
All right. There's just a beat. Just a beat. And 25 words back or so, Nightflower says, message received. Protect Danvers. You said you were headed to Guilford?
I didn't say that.
What did you say you were doing?
Didn't say. Just said ancient green dragon coming. We have the general.
We have the general.
That's not me. Warn everyone you can. That's not me.
Warn everyone you can. That's not me. She just says, message received. Keep Danvers safe. I'll tell the other masters. Tell Toby tomatoes okay.
Perfect.
Okay. She got it. Tomatoes are fine.
Oh my!
She's got 11 words left.
She's gonna prep all the other masters.
I don't know what else she could tell you with the information she has. But Dawn's coming, so you would be able to talk to her potentially again.
I'm
All
gonna
right.
sleep. I'll give the sending stone to Syl.
Yeah, if we have time to get a long rest, I think we should.
So you hear Danvers Fennec just shouting at everybody, getting them to hook the horses up to the wagons. People load in, start sitting in the front. A couple people start walking on patrol beside, but it's moving pretty quick, so they're trying to trotting and then jumping in and out when they can. And it's rocking back and forth as you start heading up the steep incline that starts leading to the stone mark and Guilfor's camp, where you have been once previously. It takes a number of hours to get there,
6, right?
and when you do, dawn has broken.
Morning has broken.
Are we back
You
in?
are overlooking the field of the camp, Guilfor's camp, and you see almost everyone is still asleep. There's a few sentries in watch, and up from on top of the hill where you are looking down, maybe a couple miles away, beside the other rise, moving quietly, an army of men. And from near where you guys are, obliquely moving northward also with you, but almost kind of in the shadows of all of these boulders, laying in wait behind the camp, an army of green kobolds.
I cast thaumaturgy.
Okay.
Everybody get up! You're under attack!
All right. And with that echoes out over the valley, and you hear the noises of camp as it starts to wake up, and you hear the shouting of men from the other side of the hill.
Did we get a full
But
rest?
the kobolds are
you're
still
being
silent. All of you feel rested.
Yes.
Oh, at this point, I've taken
Toby,
all the
make a
kobold stuff off.
Constitution saving throw, please. I'll say you're not at disadvantage on this one because this is to see if you lose that stuff.
12?
You lose the disadvantage, but your speed is still reduced.
That's okay.
That might actually take some
Could I flip
real
it?
attention.
Have the disadvantage?
No.
Okay,
The
that's
speed
fine.
is, I mean, you're hobbling.
That's
bad.
okay. That's fine.
But
Just thought I'd ask.
you've rested. You barrel down further into the camp. Fennec gets out, finds Guilfor among the center of the camp as he passes through the sentries, not even stopping for them as they go, and they make no move against him. Goes into the center tent, tries to explain what's going on. You guys hear bits and pieces of it, and the army starts to rally together. What would you like to do during this time?
send a message to the monastery.
Yeah, is it dawn again?
It is.
Okay. Warn to these people. Okay, so what do we need to tell? What do we still need to tell them? I got 25
Where
words.
we are,
Helping Guildforce camp.
Helping Guildforce camp. What else?
under attack,
Right.
By Baron and Duke and kobolds.
And kobolds.
just under attack.
The Baron is some
Probably
kind of weird,
by
creepy
Duke.
monster, or maybe there's a weird,
No,
creepy
yeah.
monster pretending to be the Baron. Is that
I thought-
25
I
words?
thought the weird creepy monster was going to the monastery. I thought that was the dragon.
No, the dragon's pet is here. Weird, creepy monster here. Dragon is going to the monastery.
Okay. All right.
You do think the creature in the cave was the dragon?
Yeah.
Yeah. And she said she was going to the monastery.
Yeah.
So was she disguised as the Baron?
Yes.
But
with,
when she left, she was disguised as me.
Halfway, sort of.
Yeah.
with mislead and mask of many faces and other things.
That's not confusing at all.
Do I have? I've seen the creature. Like
In
I've
your
seen.
head, yeah.
Do I have any between what I know about dark, deep, dusty places, and from seeing the creature now in two people's heads who have had like one-on-one contact with it? Do I have any name for it that I could assign it, or?
You can maybe roll a religion check.
Nightflower.
Come on. 11.
You never saw in all your years beneath the earth anything with such darkness.
Just trying to figure out if I would have any way to communicate to like a metaphor or something to liken it to that we could tell
Shadow
them.
monster.
You right though.
In this case, I'm going to pull out my rectangular magical sending stone.
Okay.
At Guildforce camp with General. Attack imminent from Duke. Shadow monster here.
Tobias says you need to water his plants.
Waiting for further instructions. I've got 4 left.
No, you've got
Did you include Shadow
you've
Monster?
got 5, 6, 7, 8. You got 9 left.
I've got 9 left.
Yeah.
All that talking. I know. How many do I have left? I have 9. No. We'll update you as soon as we can. Bye.
How are? Remember to water Tobias's plants.
Already used all the words, buddy. I'm going to put the sending stone up to my ear and wait for a response.
Water the plants. Water the plants.
I don't know what this reply would be yet.
Is
We're
that her
gonna
talking, or are you
flash-
saying that you...
No, that's me talking.
Oh, okay.
We're going to flash over to the monastery.
Oh.
Dun, dun, dun.
Uh-oh.
Dun,
Oh
dun, dun.
no.
Oh, we made a mistake.
Nightflower.
Yes,
You
my
receive
child.
a message from Shay about a dragon coming your way. In maybe the guise of Shay? It doesn't make a lot of sense. But you believe them.
I knew I should have upgraded her to the unlimited plan. Sorry.
It's still dark. You're the only master here at the monastery awake. But imminently, might be a few hours, might be more.
I'm gonna
A
bamf to
threat's
the.
coming your way.
I'm gonna bamf to the other masters' rooms and give them the warning that there is an ancient green dragon coming. It may or may not be. It may or may not look like Shay, but Shay sent me a warning saying, "Not real them."
Okay. With that, all the masters of the monastery are awoken. Eric, Kai, Callian and Azri are brought to, are awoken by Nightflower
So my Scottish accent is
and
great.
meet in the Red Leaf Dojo to prep for the incoming attack of a creature that they've never, on the scale that they've never intended
I feel like I
to
need
do
to sit with
battle
better
with.
posture to be a kung fu master.
That's true. I gotta stop slouching.
So which
So-
one? Which one was I? Which one was mine?
You are...
I was my master.
Yes, Callian.
Cool.
So,
What was the voice? What was the voice you used?
She
I
was...
think she's a woman, so
Yeah,
let's
she-
start there.
Did I
Let
say
me hear
he?
dirty
didn't
mouth.
have a very unique
What?
voice.
Let me hear Dern.
I can do that.
She was very patient.
What do you want him to say?
That'll work. Because all I
That'll
can
work.
hear in my head is, oh,
You know what your master would probably say is, "Oi, isn't it great to go out and get pissed?"
Well, you're gonna have some time.
I'm not even gonna try. I'm
because
literally.
we're not gonna be able to finish this tonight. So we have two things happening
Oops.
when we come back. One, you will take your masters
Yes.
and you will plan your defense of the monastery.
These
against
idiots?
An ancient green dragon.
These, that thing, I think that's an 8.
I can explain
Oh,
any
no.
of that stuff to you, which we should probably spend time after we're done recording doing. But for now, you will, when we come back, you'll plan the defense of the monastery so that we know exactly what message Shay receives back, if any, the morning of your other impending battle on the hill between Gilfor, the Duke, Danvers, the kobolds, and whatever pet has been summoned from who knows where.
Maybe it's just a
By
puppy.
Branach Norikian, the
The
ancient.
swirling shadow begins to coalesce. Arf, arf, arf.
Okay. That's it for today, guys.
Whoa.
Yay!
Dun, dun, dun.
I love and hate cliffhangers.
We hope you've enjoyed our date night together. Remember, you can really help us out by subscribing, rating, and reviewing on whatever platform you use to listen to us. Thanks for listening. We'll see you again in 1 week. I don't understand why anyone would be interested in playing a sports video game. Like, I don't get it.
I can't remember which one it was. I liked one
We played Madden.
football game where like we can make everybody giant Oompa Loompas.
Yeah.
or
Oh,
whatever.
that's fun.
Right, and that was the only one that I ever played.
We played that.
You
Yeah.
and I played NBA Jam,
Uh-huh.
and that,
That
was
was a lot
so
of fun.
much fun.
And it had the Wigwam song.
Yeah.
So it's like, wigwams, 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 yeah, wigwams taste so good. Wigwams, 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 yeah, just like wigwams should. That was the whole beat of the NBA Jam thing, and that's what we would sing during
I'm
all
so
the
glad
load
I was
screens.
recording.
But it's so much fun. You could do like big head mode, and then if you found the certain spot on the court, you could do a
With like
super
12
power.
points or something.
Yeah, super wild. That was a good game.
I don't
We
even.
played
I have a hard
hours
time
of
getting
that.
into
Played the
regular
original
games,
of
so.
that, like way back when, and it was fun. Like on the Sega and in the arcade.
We played that one. We played Lego Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
We played. Did we ever play that SpongeBob Lights Camera Action?
I
Sam,
played
we
it
played
with
Lego
you, yeah.
Star Wars. Why did we stop?
Because we were almost done. You were intolerable.
What do you mean? What did I do?
It's the same reason we stopped playing our Mario game.
No.
We made it to the last level that you could
Like the
possibly
bonus
unlock.
level.
The
Like we
bonus level of
unlocked-
the bonus level.
Unlocked. We made it to
Literally
the
the
last
last
one.
level.
It's impossible. It's
And
unbeatable.
in order to save our marriage, I had to turn off
Because we tried to play it together, and
Wii
Sam
U.
would get frustrated with me when I couldn't win the unwinnable level.
Yes. Or when you would jump on me and knock me into the ether, or
Mike is like, I'm not here. I'm not here.
Okay, so
Mike cast
let's go back
darkness,
to a
bonus
place.
action disengage.
Let's go back to a place where there's less tension. These kobold kids.
oh, there's no.
There's no tension. We love
Oh,
each
we
other
love
so
each
much.
other.
Ah!
Right, that's what I meant. So,
And again, I'm glad I was recording.
and if my mouth does go numb, it's
Daddy.
because I took a thepacol lozenge for my throat, and it's making all my tongue go numb.
That was
Okay,
almost a Victor.
I just have a sore throat. I'm a dog. All right, so
Does that feel a little squatty?
this.
Faye was kind of chill, and she kind of just likes to hang, and I'm worried that this
I know what's
is going to be
happening.
too high key
And it's
for her.
driving me nuts.
There's so much tension right now.
Yeah.
And I know that Sam is
'Cause
really
I know
excited
that
to
plot.
introduce his new character.
Yeah,
too.
I think that will distract me for a little
And
bit.
Amy's already made a character, I think.
I need to finish rolling it
Might
up.
play with you guys if Kira
If
doesn't.
Kira doesn't go.
Kira's not going.
I've got a backlog.
Kira's like, please, can I just take a break?
She will go with you guys to the mainland, but once she gets there, she's going to find her mother and father, and then continue on to Silverleaf City.
For that plot,
That
though.
plot.
Mhm.
I'm
That's
really...
a new psych after season 2.
So-
I've known what I wanted to do with Dern since December of 2017, so I'm kind of psyched for that plot too.
I'm
So,
really, like,
I'm so excited.
stuck on Faye right now, for sure.
Good.
All right, so I